got that far. And now it stopped moving. The belt, and it's hard to see here, but belt needs to go around it, and it has come off. I know these belts are really old and in bad shape, so that probably has a lot to do with it. It is not easy to find the right size here. A lot of things tell you it's the right size, but they're not. So this belt is slightly less than 84. Well, I'm going to order one that says that it is the right size at 84.4. I think that'll work. All right, so you can take this to the bank. I looked all over, and I really couldn't find any like definitive information about what the right belt was for this 240. This is the right belt, the M71026 from John Deere. It's exactly the right size now, as you can see. Let's go put it on the tractor. I want to say it's really important that you wear some sort of safety glasses under here, because there's all sorts of dirt covered with oil and gas and grass and whatnot, and it's just a few inches from your face, so you don't have time to blink even when it falls into your eyeballs, and that isn't any fun. Okay, I'm going to try to show you how to put this belt on, keeping in mind I've only done it once. I'm not an expert, but you know, there are other videos out there too. So this is the front up there. This is a pulley that's got an electric clutch on it. The drive belt has to go on the top one, and there is a electric plug right here for that clutch that you have to unplug so you can get your belt up there. And then it's going to go up, and actually around there is a pin here someplace. Oh, so there is a pin right here, and it has to go on the far side of this pin. That means the outside. It's going to go round. This pulley is adjustable when you bolt this down, so you're going to, I'll show you when I get the belt on, but you're going to pull it out here to tighten it up best you can. And if you work your way to the back, you can see there's the transmission pulley is back here. And then there's this tensioner pulleys, which are right here. And I'm going to just take this, it's loose, so this will just come off if you just loosen that. And you got to take that off in order to get the belt around it. So let me show you where the belt goes. So you got to go above all of these frame members here. And I'm going to feed it back, and then you have to put it in. See how there's very little space on this side, and there's more space on that side. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the belt around this side of this pulley, and then I am going to need two hands to do this. So I'm going to have to put down the camera, but you can feed it around, and when, as long as it's in that groove, it should slip past this bar here, which is designed to keep it from falling off. So let me do that. You want to make sure it's in neutral too, so that, okay, so I got it around that. For right now, I'm not going to worry about these middle ones here. Now, let's see if we can get it around the front up here. So again, we got to go put this cable through the middle of it. So yeah, so it's got to go like this. We're going to go down underneath the whole thing and around. And again, it's going to take two hands for me to pull that around there. So I'm going to set the camera down again. Through this thing here too, which is just barely doable. But then I just need to get this belt here to the other side of this pulley, because it goes around here and then around here, and I can't get it over. You can see this bolt here sticks way down. Let's see, it's hard to show perspective, but see it coming right at you. And I can't get the belt down low enough underneath there. So I'm going to have to take it off the back pulley again in order to get it under that bolt. So let me tighten that up, and we'll try to give that a try. All right, let's see if it'll move now. Alright, this is a little tougher than it looks because it's like 12 inches of snow that's been melted down to about 3 inches, so it's almost ice at this point. I'm going to see if I can get through it. Well, that belt seems to be working quite well. I think it might be just a little tight because sometimes it's hard to shift, you know, out of forward into reverse, whatnot. I think because the belt is still spinning a little bit when I push in the clutch thing. It's not really a clutch, but take the tension off. So I'm going to move that front wheel that's up close to the crankshaft back just a little bit and see if that fixes that issue. Oh, I see what I did wrong. One thing I did wrong, I guess. See that? That shouldn't go around the outside of that pin. It needs to go on the inside of the pin. I tightened this pulley back up and it was still moving when the clutch thing was in. So something's not right. Let me move that belt to the other side of the pin. So let's take a look at it when it's on. And this is the front up here. You can see this is the shaft that comes off the pulley that comes off the drive shaft. Bottom one is the electrically controlled clutch, which runs the accessories like the mower deck. Top one runs all the time. So in order to disengage the transmission, which is back here, you have to release the tension, and that is done with this thing here, and this is connected to this pedal over here. So when you push it in, it turns this way so that there's no tension. When you let off on that pedal, this will turn this way and add tension. Now you can see how it goes. The flat side of the belt goes around this side of the pulley, and the way you know that is, and it took me a lot longer to figure this out than it should, is that this pulley is wide and flat here, this one, so you know it's going around the back, whereas this pulley's got more of a V cut into it. And I'll try to show a little cutaway in a second to show that, but the V side is going to go on this side of this pulley, and then this gold bracket is a thing. If you just take off this nut and this nut, this whole bracket will come off. It'll just turn this way. That'll let you put this belt up here, and then the belt goes around the transmission back here like that, and you can see you got to get it in the right side of these bars, which help keep the pulley on. There, and then there's another one right here that it goes through, just to make sure that it doesn't fall off.
Okay, well that was it. That did the trick. No problem shifting, no slipping. I think you can adjust a little bit with that wheel up by the crankshaft, but the big problem was I just had the belt on the wrong side of that pin. So don't make that mistake. Good luck.